So what we got here? We got a cheap luggage scale, and you can buy these on Amazon for I think under $10, and they go up. So this scale right here works pretty good. It seems to be fairly accurate. I've put a 25-pound weight on it. I've put then I've added a 2.5-pound weight on it, and then I look at it, and it's pretty damn close. And then I take off the 2.5 and then do it again, and it's actually close to 2.5 reading. So you hot rod guys, the guys that like to strip the cars for weight, this is a good tool to have. You take off the windshield washer, the wiper motor, you can weigh it right here. You take off the back seats, you can weigh it right here. You skin the doors, take out all the mechanisms, put it in a basket, put a rope, and you can weigh it here. And you can actually just go ahead and keep track of your stuff. But the reason I like it, that's right, I use it for the Freon bottle. Okay, 50% of the units that come to the shop, or 50% of the road calls you do for AC work, the system is always empty. So, now if the system is not empty, you have to evacuate it, and then you have to refill it. The machines, even when I was at the dealer, I was at one dealership, we had 5 AC machines. And normally this is what it would be like. There was one machine that one tech that had been there forever, it was his machine. No one was allowed to use it. No one was allowed, he was a dedicated AC guy. No one was allowed to touch it, only him. So that leaves us with 4. And there was always one machine that was broke all the time. If not one, maybe 2. But we're gonna go with 1 for right now. There's at least 3 machines. And when AC work is up, AC work is up. You can do 3, 4, you can do a lot of AC work. So the machines are tied. The machines are tied up doing vacuum downs, evacuations. So it's hard to get a machine for a refill. If you have the system vacuum down and you're gonna refill it, now this is mainly for things that take over 2 pounds of refrigerant. A lot of the stuff we mess with takes between 2 to 5 pounds of refrigerant. So this scale works actually real good because you can tie it. You can, they sell all these different things. You can bungee cord it, whatever, to hold the can, and then you can watch the pressure go down. You get it's not exact, but it's damn close. So let's say if I got a Kenworth that takes 4 pounds, well, I already know that if this thing's showing me I put 3 in it, I know to start watching the gauges real close. Check the subheat, the supercool, and we can get it real close. You know what I mean? And on to the next one. 4 Seasons comes to mind, and then there's another company. They make the portable scale, the digital scale. It comes in a plastic case. It's super expensive. Everybody always wants to borrow it, and it seems like it's always going out of calibration. You spend all that money, and that damn thing's always out of calibration. So, and not only that, you have to protect it. You can't let it get wet. And for a road guy, that's not a good life for a scale to be in a service truck, bouncing around, only used 4 months out of the year, and then the other 8 months is getting abused and not even being used. So these right here, they're like $10. If it disappears, hey, guess what? I'll order another one. I'll order 3 of them if I have to. They're cheap enough, right? And like I said, this is an approximation. Of course, you always want to rely on your gauges. And if you're smart, you're going to go ahead and put your clamp, which I have a video. I have a clamp that plugs into your multimeter, and it gives you a temperature reading on the high side, the low side, depending on what you want to look at. If you're superheat or super cool or subcool, you can look at it that way. For a truck that we're trying to get really cold for a particular customer, that's the way to do it. Take a little extra pride in your work. check the subcool, the superheat, you know, look at your pressures, and you know, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with that. Anyway, something different. Hey, leave a comment. How many of you have to be waiting in line for an AC machine, or you know, you're trying to fill a system and you're trying to use the gauges and you can accidentally go over or stay under? Either way, it doesn't work at its optimum peak, the system. Just an idea. This is something I do. Hey, like I said, share a comment. What do you do when you need to wait Freon and the AC machine is tied up? Or guess what? You can't bring the AC machine out to a mine, you know, where they're mining, and you have to refill a dozer or whatever, you know. It's just not practical, you know. There's a lot of excavators, there's a lot of equipment that it's just super hard to take a machine with you. So what you do is you have to improvise, and this is how I do it. Anyway, went long. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment.